Once upon a time, Mommy Pig and her 3 little pigs lived in the woods in a house coloured blue. One day she checked her purse and was worried about what she would do. There was not enough money to care for the 3 little pigs, so she had no choice. You have to leave me and make your own fortune, she said in a very sad voice. Early the next day the 3 little pigs left, and into the woods they did walk. A big bad wolf was watching them, but they were too busy with their talk. The big bad wolf was hungry and fancied the 3 little pigs to eat. The 3 little pigs carried on, and a man with straw they did meet. The first little pig said, "Please sir, can I have some straw from you?" The man said, "Yes you can, but tell me, what are you going to do?" "I am going to build my house from straw," the little pig said to the man. The man gave the little pig some straw and said, "That sounds like a good plan." The first little pig made a house from straw, and it was so good. The other 2 little pigs waved goodbye and headed into the woods. The first little pig went inside his house to try and have some rest. He sat there thinking to himself, "I bet my house will be the best." The 2 little pigs met a man carrying sticks as they continued to walk. The second little pig went up to the man and began to talk. "Please sir, may I have some sticks?" the second little pig did say. The man said, "Here you are, now run along and be on your way." The second little pig made his house from sticks and looked at it with such pride. The third little pig said goodbye, and the second little pig went inside. He was very happy with his house and felt all safe and warm. He thought it would keep him safe even in a terrible storm. The third little pig met a man house made from bricks, which was really very near. The three little pigs were all inside the house made from bricks, all hoping it would last better than the straw house and the one made from sticks. The big bad wolf stood outside and said, little pigs, will you let me come in? The three little pigs said, no, never, not by the hair on our chinny chin chins. Then I will huff and I will puff, the big bad wolf said, I will blow your house away. The hungry wolf huffed and puffed, but he did not get his way. The house made of bricks was stronger than the other two. The big bad wolf was angry, but he knew what he had to do. He was going to go down the chimney and get into the house that way. So the big bad wolf got a ladder to go in after his prey. He started to climb up and up all the way to the top. The big bad wolf was very hungry and was not going to stop. The wolf looked down the chimney and little did he know just what the three little pigs had set up down below. The three little pigs were clever and really bright. They had put a pot above the fire and now set the fire alight. The pot was right under the chimney, full of water, and it was starting to boil. The three little pigs were quiet. If the wolf heard them, the plan would be spoiled. Down the chimney the wolf did fall, and right into the pot. He howled in pain, and the three little pigs were so pleased they did a trot. The big bad wolf jumped out of the pan and ran out of the house. He was in a lot of pain and squeaking just like a mouse. The three little pigs were very happy and gave a little cheer. The big bad wolf had gone forever, so they no longer lived in fear. Once upon a time, Mummy Pig and her three little pigs lived in a house in the woods. Mummy Pig did not have enough money to look after the three little pigs. Mummy Pig told the three little pigs that they would have to leave her and make their own fortune. The next day, the three little pigs left and went into the woods. They did not see a big bad wolf watching them from behind a tree. The wolf was hungry and wanted to eat the three little pigs. The three little pigs met a man with some straw. The first little pig asked the man if he could have some straw to build his house with. The man said he could and gave him some straw. The first little pig made a house from the straw. He was very happy with his straw house. The other two little pigs waved goodbye and carried on through the woods. The first little pig went into his straw house. A little ahead, the two little pigs met a man carrying sticks. The second little pig asked the man if he could have some sticks to build his house with. The man said he could and gave him some sticks. The second little pig made a house from the sticks. He was very happy with his house made from sticks. The third little pig waved goodbye and carried on through the woods. The second little pig went into his house made from sticks. The third little pig met a man pushing a wheelbarrow filled with bricks. He asked the man if he could have some bricks to build his house with. The man said he could and gave him some bricks. The third little pig worked very hard and made his house from bricks. He was very happy with his house made from bricks. He wanted his house to be stronger than the other two. The big bad wolf went to the first little pig's house. He looked in the window and saw the first little pig. The wolf knocked on the door. The wolf asked if he could come in, but the first little pig would not let the wolf come inside. The big bad wolf huffed and puffed. He blew the house made from straw away. The first little pig ran to the second little pig's house. The big bad wolf went to the second little pig's stick house. He looked inside and saw the two little pigs. He knocked on the door and asked if he could come in. The two little pigs would not let him come inside. The big bad wolf huffed and puffed. He blew the house made from sticks away. The two little pigs ran to the third little pig's house. The big bad wolf went to the third little pig's house. He looked in the window and knocked on the door. The three little pigs were all in the house together. The big bad wolf asked if he could come in, but the three little pigs would not let him come inside. The big bad wolf huffed and puffed, but he could not blow the house made from bricks away. The brick house was too strong for the wolf. The big bad wolf carried a ladder to the house. He was going to climb down the chimney and into the house that way. The big bad wolf climbed up the ladder and onto the roof. He was very happy that he would eat the three pigs today. The big bad wolf jumped down the chimney. He landed in a pot of boiling water. The three little pigs had put the pot on the fire underneath the chimney. The big bad wolf was burnt badly. He jumped out of the pot and ran out of the house. The three little pigs were very happy. They did not have to fear the wolf anymore. They lived happily ever after.